Hello, everybody. My name is Joseph Smith, president and founder of TravelTax and TravelTax Canada. The tax preparation industry, the accounting industry, has seen a lot of changes in the last 20 years, primarily due to the technology. And even right now, one of the new things that is sweeping through accounting and tax is our use of artificial intelligence. So it's a very dynamic yet very staid kind of profession at the same time. But in the 25 years that I have been doing this professionally and for a living, one trend that I have noticed, whether it's on the off-the-shelf products for tax, or even in a lot of accounting offices, is the outsourcing of tax preparation overseas, to India, to the Philippines, to whatever country that they find most efficient. While that might save a lot of headaches for accounting firms, there's a vast impersonalization of what's going on. Because to really be a good tax advisor, preparer, you've got to understand the client. And usually the older the tax preparer is, the more life experience that they have. And even there's some younger preparers that have had a lot of life experience that are very good. And what do I mean by life experience? They've gone to school, they bought a house, they sold a house, they moved because of a job, they worked in more than one state, they've had children, they put their children through school. All of these life events that every time you have one has a tax ramification to it. Divorce, remarriage, all of this, it shows up on your tax return. Your whole ebb and flow of life and life cycles show up somewhere on your tax returns. Oh, that was the year I had 6 jobs because I lost my really good one and didn't know what to do. It shows up on your tax returns. Life experience is important in this industry. And finding somebody who has walked in your shoes makes a huge amount of difference. This is why we have so many healthcare staffing clients, because I used to be a travel respiratory therapist and worked as an ICU respiratory therapist for 25 years. I've been there, done that for a lot of my clients, and I can speak that language. So when somebody has walked in your shoes, walked your path of life, they understand what you're doing. And often when you're talking about outsourcing tax work overseas, one huge disadvantage is they have not walked in your shoes. They have not walked in your shoes the same way your friend has, the life experiences that you grew up with. And for those of you in healthcare staffing, you'll understand this better. I did some work for a staffing client that was outsourcing their recruiting to another country. And in this culture, it was very family oriented. And when we got to the whole part about how do you maintain a tax residence, and got into the discussion about having to pay your parents' rent, I could see on the Zoom screen all the faces. And when I got to that, and I said, you sometimes have to pay your parents' rent, they're all looking around. That was an alien concept in their culture. So it's a small example of what goes on when professional services get outsourced outside of the US, or Canada for that matter. So in our firm, we have all the pictures and bios of our preparers, our assistants, and our staff, so you will know who you're dealing with. Because we never outsource our returns. The only outsourcing I do is because I used to do returns in Puerto Rico, but now you can't. So I have a trusted friend there that will handle the Puerto Rican returns. But that's somebody I know. That's somebody I've known for 20 plus years that does that. So when you come to us, it's all in-house. It's not the outhouse. So always look out for that. The questions that your preparer asks, as well as have they walked in your shoes and understand your life.